Be still. This doesn't only refer to physical movement, activity outside of you, through your perception. You are never seeing, you are perceiving. Seeing is clear. No interpretation. No thoughts. No ideas and notions. You're observing the contents of your experience. The present moment is the key. It is, in a sense, the real you. To the intellectual mind, if you're still in ideas and thoughts and concepts, this will not make sense to you. You're trying to understand it, where you need to realize it. And so you may ask the question, well, how do I do it? How can I understand something without using my mind? Well, I think you just answered your question. You can't. You can't use your mind. But you see, your mind is not always there. Your mind doesn't exist. Your mind is a thought. Your mind is how you create this world of duality, of separation. The agency of manifestation. The mind is how you manifest. Everything you see is a product of that manifestation. Now, you're not seeing a world separated from you. You are seeing your manifestations, your creations, your projections, your fears, your insecurities, your limitations, but it can also be your desires, the peace, the love, the happiness, the freedom. It's all there, it's all available to you. It's just, how are you perceiving the world? Or better yet, how are you seeing the world? Seeing allows you to go beyond the mind, to observe the thoughts, the feelings, the sense perceptions, the objects, your activities, your addictions, your limitation, the separation. It is an illusion, but the illusion is real. We look at a movie or a film. We understand that the film is not real, but it's really happening. Someone actually made that film. There's real people, real actors, right? Let's get into the ideas and concepts. And there's real money and work and activity. It's all part of the drama. It's all part of the game. But the story is not real. The events are not actually real. But in terms or the perspective of the story, the watcher of the film, it's actually real through your perception. And so I use this analogy because that's exactly what you're experiencing in your own life. It's the only reason why we make films. It's all a reflection. Where do you think the idea of making films this way came from? In fact, where does everything come from? Have you ever thought about that? We look out into the world, the apparent separate world, and we think, that's where it came from. Everything that's where it came from. That's the origination of it. But that's very superficial. If you really investigated, if you were interested in exploring the nature of reality and seeing for what it is, you discover that it's not the entire information. It's only 1%, maybe even less. And so this invites us to investigate reality for more what it truly is. There is something there, always, in the background of yourself, of your being, that is observing you. And you can become aware of this. More people can do it more than others because they have found that. They've noticed it. They're like, oh yeah, it's always there. What is that? Wait, what is that? You realize that always is there. It follows you. It's always there. You can be doing something, but if you were to wake up, you would see it. It's there. It's almost like the sky. Now, does the sky always... we know that it's there, but does it ever leave? Now, it may change colors, right? Clouds. But the blue sky is always there. It's always there. And when you realize that, you start to see the transparency between the contents of your experience, the objective reality, and the experiencer of the reality, the observer of your reality. And it's not you. It's not you as a person. What is that is seen through the eyes, not the eyes? You stop too early. You're like, oh, it's just the eyes. But what is that is through the eyes? You can even close your eyes and you still see. Now, granted, it's a black screen. But that right there, the ability for you to visualize and have images, imagine, that doesn't need the eyes. That goes beyond the physical. It goes beyond the body. In fact, it's not the body. It's going through the body. When you start to investigate that and you start to become interested in that is always there and what is looking through your eyes, that's when you start to understand more about the nature of reality and you see it more for what it really is. It's an experience. It's a movie. And you're watching it. You're in it as well. Namaste.